All right, very interesting part here with the X-22 reports about Huber. Where's he at? Uh, just very interesting. Haven't heard anything. Leaks aren't coming out. That's the way it should be. Here goes.
Anything about Huber. It's been very, very quiet. A lot of people think he's doing absolutely nothing, that he's just sitting around, not investigating. But remember, Bill Barr confirmed that he was investigating Hillary Clinton's emails, and he is almost ready to wrap up. Just because we don't hear about what is happening, because there's no leaks, doesn't mean the investigation is not happening. Actually, this is how an investigation is supposed to happen. You're not supposed to leak every little thing to the press. You're supposed to keep the investigation under wraps until you are finished. Then you present your findings. And just because you don't hear anything doesn't mean it's not happening. And Bill Barr did confirm this, letting us know that Hillary Clinton has been investigated. Take a listen to Bill Barr and his confirmation.
Huber had originally been asked to take a look at the FISA applications and the electronic surveillance, but then he stood back and put that on hold while the Office of Inspector General was conducting its review. So he has not been active on this front in recent months, and so Durham is taking over that role. The other issues he's been working on relate to Hillary Clinton. Those are winding down, and hopefully we'll be in a position to bring those to fruition.
Now, all I can say here is, boom. Let's move on to post 3673. It gives us month, day.
Well, it's interesting. So Huber is finishing up his stuff on Hillary Clinton and her emails. I can just hope that it's big enough to just put her where she needs to go. We'll see.
Durham initiated. Month, day, Q, public campaign initiated. Well, we know those dates are October 28th, 2017. How many coincidences before mathematically impossible? It was over before it began. And it's no coincidence. It's mathematically impossible. This was planned out from the very beginning. This was over before it even started. They just needed the deep state, the mainstream media, to fall in line and be exposed. And now we're getting to the juicy part. The Patriots are in control. Let's move on to post 3674.
Keep saying that. We'll see. We'll see. I have a little faith in the media. We'll see what the White Hats are doing and seeing what the military intelligence is doing, what the law system, the judicial, DOJ is doing. All this will be shown in time. This thing with Barr and Huber going to other countries and starting the process of working through embassies and other things to get this investigation going in other countries. This is very interesting and very powerful. I don't think we know the end of this. I think other countries are following Trump's lead and the Attorney General and Durham's lead on investigating the intelligence that's going on and the surveillance going on in their countries as well.
They just needed the deep state, the mainstream media, to fall in line and be exposed. And now we're getting to the juicy part. The Patriots are in control. Let's move on to post 3674. Now, Anon put up a picture of Durham. And down below it says, what if other AG equivalents in foreign countries are also currently investigating use of their intel apparatus for illegal purposes? Was the COC, chain of command, followed? Huber, Department of Justice Plains, CF, Clinton Foundation, Q. So other countries and their AGs, they are investigating the same thing that our AGs are investigating. That the chain of command was not followed. They're investigating the intel apparatus and how it was used for illegal purposes. And Q mentions Huber, DOJ, planes, CF. Remember when planes landed in Arkansas? A Boeing 757 jet registered to the Department of Justice was spotted at Little Rock Airport, reportedly loading boxes similar to those used for storing evidence. And everyone was like, whoa, is the plane there for Clinton? Well, it seems that Q is confirming that it was Huber collecting information on the Clintons, on the Clinton Foundation.
Wow, that's big. That's big. I mean, massive amounts of records going out of Arkansas on this plane. It's a massive amount of information.
And John Basham, at the time, tweeted out the following. Yesterday, August 8th, 2018, the Justice Department had a Boeing 757-223 tail number N119NA in Little Rock. A local radio station reported Department of Justice employees were loading boxes of documents into the plane. Important to note, Clinton Foundation located there. Thoughts? And then he decided to look at the flight path of this plane. And it flew from Little Rock to the D.C. area with all the information. And it looks like we just got confirmation. Huber is investigating the Clintons. Let's move on to post 3675. And Anon says it's scary just how good you guys are. Shows a picture of Billiard Palace with Mary Cumis, which is Quimis. So in this picture, we've come to find out that this is Hotel Antwerp Billiard Palace in Belgium. And Merry Christmas to everyone. 3676. And Anon puts up a meme. And it says, and this is only the beginning. And it says, we never thought she'd lose. It's a picture of Comey, homeless, holding a cup. And I do believe this individual who made this meme has another meme of Obama in a hoodie, and he looks homeless too. Let's move on to post 3677. Q gives us a Twitter link to follow QAnon. And it says, Adam, they didn't buy your shit. Angry constituents fire back at Adam Schiff in California over his abuse of power. Take a listen to what happened at his little meeting with his constituents. And it seems like it didn't go too well for him. And under this it says, fake news hiding the truth knowingly. We the people enjoy the show. And remember, in past posts, Q has said knowingly, knowingly, knowingly. So the mainstream media is not going to report on how the people do not agree with the impeachment. They're never going to show these. And remember, R's, D's, independents, it doesn't matter who you are.
So this is blowing up in Schiff's face, his constituents back in California. It's about time. But the news isn't reporting on it. They're rotten SOBs, let me tell you.
Everything that they've done with this fake impeachment, it goes against the Constitution, the rule of law, due process. The deep state Dems have been exposed, and the mainstream media is omitting this and not showing any of it to the public. They're trying to keep their narrative. They're complicit in all of this. Let's move on to post 3678. Gives us a link to Rudy Giuliani. Now, this is what we read before a couple minutes ago in the report about Rudy Giuliani saying, in my next thread of tweets, I'll be sharing some of the evidence. And we know that Lindsey Graham has invited him in to the Senate to share all this information. Under this, it says, worth following. Senate testimony next. Lindsey Graham. Hashtag facts matter. Q. Let's move on to post 3679. Now, Q gives us a YouTube link. This is Ratcliffe, and he's talking about Adam Schiff and Nunes and the memos that they wrote. And Q tells us to listen at 11:50. And under this it says, Adam Schiff in brackets bold, memo false. If Adam Schiff was privy to Gang of Eight classified material, would he not know the same fact truths as Nunes and others? Knowingly. Op activity pre-July 2016. Why is this relevant? Worth watching from 11:50 to the end. Hashtag facts matters. Yes, Adam Schiff would have known the same thing as Nunes, but he wrote the memo to counter Nunes, and he did it on purpose. He knew the truth. It's a cover-up. Now, very interestingly, we know that Trump has given Barr the ability to declass. He did this through a memo. And the original request to declassify the Carter Page FISA application came in January of 2018 as a result of Nunes' memo. A classified and heavily redacted version of the application was released July 21st, 2018. A month later, in August 2018, Congress again requested the Trump administration to declassify the documents. In March 2019, after the special counsel finished the investigation, and now minority in Congress again formally asked Trump a third time to declassify the FISA application. On May 23, 2019, Trump announced he was giving Attorney General Bill Barr the authority to declassify the FISA application timed to support the IG investigation. Today, we learn that Senator John Kennedy has now asked Trump to declassify the FISA application. This is the fifth request, and maybe it is the last, because Barr now has the ability to declass. And when he thinks it's time, and the time is right, he will declass, and I believe that time is coming up very, very soon. Now, post 3680 was a duplicate, so I'm just going to go to post 3680.
We're going to leave this alone. There's a lot into this. But the news not covering constituents in California telling this old sneaky shifty shift as they call him, calling him out as a liar, and con man and whatever else, shows that the media is complicit in this stuff, and it is sickening to say the least. They need to be called on their crap, and they will be. And this fake news, this cover up, this complicity, the media, major networks, is not going to hold water forever. I think there are going to be major lawsuits all over the place. I think the news is going to be reshaped, and then a lot of people are going to go networking with online and other private agencies, news agencies, and the support on the ads and the publicity and the marketing on the major networks is going to suffer greatly. You wait and see. People are really pissed off about this, and there's going to be financial consequences of all this. You wait and see. It's Roger Martin from Boynton, Montana. Good day.